Is both for the health and safety of the campers, the public safety of the residents nearby, and then also the preservation of the park.
In Santa Cruz, the growing homeless camp around San Lorenzo Park is shutting down. Notices are placed in the park telling people they've got to leave by January 6th. The camp at San Lorenzo Park has continued to expand since the sanctioned Benchlands camp in the area moved to the old armory near De La Vega Golf Course. KION's Drew Andre is live for us in Santa Cruz tonight with what triggered the shutdown now and why one homeless advocate says this will not fix the larger problem.
Well, Aaron, we've seen these sweeps before, but during the pandemic, health officials have recommended limiting the movement of homeless camps. But tonight, the city of Santa Cruz says there is a growing problem at San Lorenzo Park that they can't ignore.
On top of the duck pond and lining the paths along San Lorenzo Park, an unsanctioned tent city houses about 150 homeless in Santa Cruz.
No one's nowhere near my camp. That's the only guy that's near me, and he's 10 feet away from me.
This is Blue, whose personal camp is set up in the park.
I feel safe here.
But as more and more people have moved to the park, city officials say neighbors are complaining. There's an increase in vandalism and theft, and the park is simply not safe for anyone.
And that may seem counterintuitive to move people during a stay-at-home order, but what we found is that the conditions there were not supportive of social distancing. They were not, folks are not wearing masks, and so we found it to
Brent Adams is program director of the Service Center, oversaw the Felker area camp for nearly a year. He says they keep trash out and the community satisfied.
Let's make this a better space. Let's involve the nonprofit sector and the community groups, the activist groups that are always protesting, and let's try to do the best thing we can do for these people now through the winter.
During the pandemic, there are more shelter beds than ever before in Santa Cruz, but that still only represents less than half of the more than 1,000 homeless.
But that's not enough. There has to be system reforms to get people not just shelter, but then out of homelessness or into appropriate services. So that's sort of the next step in the strategies.
But the camp sweep approach, Adams says, shouldn't be the city's solution.
These people have no other place to go. They will be lining the levee. They will be downtown. You'll see tents lining the highways.
And clearing out these camps is expensive. The city tells us they spent close to $250,000 clearing out and restoring the homeless camp at Pocono Park earlier this year. Aaron.